Do I have to do the intro by myself too?
No, just hi, I'm Blue.
Hi, I'm Blue. DJ is standing behind the camera.
Hello.
So, I recently started driving for a company that I'm not going to say, but it's been very interesting doing this whole ride share thing. And I have some very interesting stories for you guys from the last probably like 2 days, maybe 3 days. I don't know, they kind of melt together because I drive at night when it's tiring. So, without further ado, this is really awkward to do by myself.
I'm right here.
I know, but like I'm used to you being right here, so I can be like, when I'm being weird, you know, people, I don't know, in my head they look over at you and they're like, alright, she's just being strange. We'll just look at the normal human. But, so the first one would probably be, and DJ already heard all these stories and how weird it's been, but the first one was I had these 3 young Asian gentlemen that I picked up at a dispensary, and when they got in the car, they did not speak any English. When I asked them questions, they shook their heads yes or no only, would not say words to me. So I'm like, alright, this is weird, but whatever, I'm gonna drive you, you're tourists, whatever. So I'm driving them to their location. We're almost to the casino, and traffic has been cut down to 1 lane because they're doing construction. We are sitting, waiting for, you know, people to finish merging so that we can get through this light, and I hear all 3 of them, like the little green men from California Pizza Kitchen, from Toy Story, go, "Oh, California Pizza!" So I look to the right, and there's a California Pizza Kitchen there. And one of them speaks up, and I, until this point, didn't know if they spoke English or not, so I wasn't really trying to bother them because they weren't talking to me when I asked them questions. He leans forward and taps me on the shoulder and says, "Can we get out here?" And I was like, first of all, I was shocked. I was like, "You guys talk, okay." And then I was like, well, my app is glitching. It's not letting me drop people off before their destination. Like, I still have to drive to your destination right, like, 2 minutes down the street, whether or not you come with me. So it would probably be better. Besides, that's a construction zone. It's not really safe. And they're like, "No, we don't care. We'll pay for it. We don't care." So all 3 of them, like, say the pizza place is here, my car is here. Rather than getting out of the door on this side, they got out of the door on this side, run around the back of the car through the construction zone to the pizza place. So I really hope they got their pizza after all of that trouble and potential damage and danger. And I also need to note that this was like 2 in the morning, so most likely it was closed, but they just really wanted that pizza, so.
What kind of dispensary was it?
Yeah, a marijuana dispensary, so that's probably why they wanted their pizza so
I mean,
bad.
that's why they wanted their pizza, you know.
But hey, the Hacienda and Decatur Pizza Hut delivers to that casino that they were going to, so hopefully in some way they got their pizza that night.
Hopefully.
But so, there was that, and then there was a really interesting family event that happened in my backseat. You can't see right now, but DJ is like dying off camera. So these 2 people, I pick them up at a bar, and they're talking about when they were kids, blah, 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 auntie so-and-so, uncle so-and-so, cookouts, this, that, and the other. And like, I'm thinking this is normal family stuff. And then I realized that they are like talking about really sexual things. And then the girl out of nowhere says, "I'm not going to be able to call you my brother after the things that happened tonight." And I'm like, what kind of Game of Thrones shit is going on in my back seat right now? What the fuck? So I look over at the girl that's riding in the passenger seat. She looks over at me. We both look horrified. I'm still trying to drive and like keep my composure and not ask questions because I have so many questions at this point. But I just keep driving and minding my business. And they keep saying things like that to each other. And then finally the guy realizes that me and the girl in the passenger seat look horrified. He's like, oh, hold on. You need to understand, we're not actually siblings. We've been best friends since we were like 6 years old. We grew up in the same neighborhood, da-da-da-da-da. So, like, I breathe a huge sigh of relief. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
Still kind of awkward, though. I mean,
that's still weird, but that's not as weird as it originally was. Like, that's really weird. Like,
oh, man.
But so,
I have questions.
the best part about this, though, is we get to, like, the hotel that they're staying at, and they're talking about how they want to smoke their joint. A lot of the car ride knows, like, you can't smoke that in my car, I'm sorry, like, it's not okay, this isn't even technically my car, it's a rental, like, I don't want to pay the cleaning fee for it, besides the next person that rides after you might not, enjoy that smell, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, we can't smoke it in the hotel room, blah, blah, blah. I was like, but it's legal recreationally here in Las Vegas. So if you, find a bench and sit down, you can smoke your weed and go inside and go to bed or whatever y'all have planned for the night. And so they're like, well, we don't know where a bench is. Like, the ones up by the thing or by the entrance are all inside, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, I know this location because it's right by the Brooklyn Bowl. And I'm like, dude, I hang out here a lot. Like, at least 4 or 5 times a year I'm down here. I can show you, like, the little hidden spots. So I took them and I drove them down a little side street, and there was a bench there. They sat there and they were super grateful. They tipped me cash, which was dope. Woo woo. If you guys don't know, with your rideshare people, if you tip them in cash, we super appreciate it. Because with our card tips, we don't get those as quickly. But if you tip us in cash, say we need to stop for gas or we need to stop and get something to eat because we've been driving all day or something, then we have that cash on hand. It's helpful. But yeah, so they were a very interesting couple. I still want to know if they were lying or if they were being serious about being friends, because that was just...
All I can think of is Joe Dirt. I'm your sister. Like, that's the only thing that's coming to my head the whole entire time.
What else?
You know I wouldn't have been able to contain myself. I would have said Joe Dirt at least once.
Right. I was thinking about it. I'm being super unladylike and adjusting my skirt every 5 minutes because I won't sit still and it keeps crawling up. But, soccer mom.
Oh.
So, everybody likes to say in Vegas that you're only a stone's throw away from a bad neighborhood. And we're driving through a bad neighborhood trying to get out of said bad neighborhood. And I get a ping for a pickup. And I'm like, oh, crap, okay. And there's no picture on it. It just says Katie. And I'm like, no picture. Bad neighborhood. I'm gonna guess that this girl is either calling an Uber for, like, her boyfriend or something, or this neighborhood is where I pick up a lot of strippers. Maybe she's going to work. So I go pull up to the place. It's this really sketchy looking set of apartments. Like, I'm thinking somebody's just gonna slide in my backseat when I'm not paying attention and, like, try to steal the car sketchy.
It's gonna be Rod Jeremy. He's just gonna slide in and be like, sup?
So, this little soccer mom looking lady, like, can I speak to your manager looking lady, comes walking down the stairs and gets in the back of my car. And I'm like, what? Okay. Like, I was confused. And so we start driving. And we're driving. About 20, 30 minutes passes. And I'm like, where the fuck are we going? And so we keep going so far that all the ramps and everything of the freeway stop and the freeway turns into just a regular road. And I'm like, where are we going? Like, we're going outside of Vegas, like, far, far,
Damn.
far. And I look at my phone, which has, like, a time ETA thing, And I'm getting like way far out there and it says I still have a half an hour of driving. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man, we're gonna get chopped up and put in somebody's basement or something. We're gonna get buried in the desert. Like, we're gonna die tonight. So I get further and further out. I start talking to this lady. She was kind of quiet at first, and then she opens up and starts telling me about, oh, Lake Las Vegas, this is where she lives, this and that. Okay, cool. So we keep driving out through Lake Las Vegas, and the neighborhoods are really pretty, really nice, and we come to this like gated community. And I put in the code, and I'm expecting to like just hang right and be there. She goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna be back like a mile or so, a couple of miles back. And I'm like, that's kind of far for a gated community, but okay. So I'm driving, and the houses start off looking like nice, you know, upper middle class houses, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger the further back we go. So we get back, and she tells me to hang a left onto her street, and the house that I let her out in front of looks like it ate my whole cul-de-sac. Like, it was gigantic, and I'm very confused. I have so many questions. Like, I guess don't judge a book by its cover. That's for sure. I'm trying to think, what other stories did I tell you about? I don't remember. Oh, I have one written down. Well, because I sent Jessica a messenger all about it. Give me 2 seconds.
I would have had questions. I would have been like, who's your sugar daddy?
Right.
I would be like,
That's what I was thinking too.
Is your sugar daddy one of my man crushes? Like, cause can I go inside and say hi? Like,
Jessica.
do.
Oh, I didn't tell you about my favorite one, this drunk lady.
Oh God.
So this girl was super bad at directions. I don't know how, like, I'm bad at directions when I'm sober, but when I drink, I know where everything is in this town, and I can direct you anywhere without an issue. When I'm sober, I get lost getting out of my own neighborhood.
Girl, you get lost going to the bathroom in my house.
Exactly. So she gets in the back of my car. I pick her up at this bar next to where my brother works, which was funny because about 10 minutes before that I was telling one of my friends that nobody ever goes to that bar. It's dirty and gross and blah, blah, blah. And then I get a ping telling me I need to go here. I'm like, of course. I pull up, and there's this red, like, Jeep parked out in front, and she's, like, full on, like, leaning against it. And I'm like, oh, this should be interesting. So she comes and takes about 2 steps away from the car and starts stumbling hardcore. So I, like, crawl forward so that my back seat door is right in front of her in case she falls. She can, like, grab the handle or something for dear life. So she gets in, and we're driving, and I'm like, okay, we're taking you home, blah, blah, blah. And she's not saying words. She's... But when I wasn't responding to her lack of words, she would get very angry and like really weird. So I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. So 10 minutes later, we pull up to a gated community, and I'm like, do you know the code? She goes, nope. Okay. What should I do? And just like starts looking around my back seat. Like we're gonna be able to MacGyver her gate open or something. I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. She's just like looking all over. And I'm like, really though, do I need to like wait until somebody gets here? Is there like a walking gate that I can help you get in? Like, I don't mind parking my car down the street and then just walking towards you. Or like not walking towards you, like walking you home. But instead she was like, just be patient. Somebody will open it. And I'm like, okay, coherent words, that's all that matters. So we're sitting there, about 15 minutes go by, and finally somebody comes along to open the gate. So we speed in behind them, and we're like doing turn by turn, and it directs me to their front office. And I'm like, well, where do you live? Because you obviously don't live in the front office. And she goes, oh, yeah. So, where am I supposed to take you? Oh, you're going to make a right here. So I make a right. She goes, and then you're going to make a left. I said, there's no left. It's a dead end. I got to turn around. And so she starts trying to direct me to her apartment. We go around in circles for about 20 minutes. Then we come up to this dumpster, and I'm driving really slowly up to the dumpster. At this point, she's been in my car for like a good 45 minutes, and I'm just ready for her to go home so I can go get another Lyft ride and, you know, keep making money and doing what I need to do. And she keeps telling me, a little further. You can go a little further down. Well, I'm rapidly approaching a wall, so I just put my foot on the brake, put the car in park, and just let her keep saying, a little further down, a little further down. And every time she would give me a direction, she would go, I love your face. And I'm like, thank you. Where do you live? So the whole time she's doing the little further down, she's like, a little further down. And I love your face. And I'm like, all right, girl, like, where do I drop you off, homie? Like, get out of my car, please. I need to be on the road. Like, you've been in here for 45 minutes and we literally drove down the street. So finally she sits in the car long enough. She goes, oh, hey, that's my building. Kind of assumed so. She was like, I'll take care of you and pay you through the app. And you have a great night. I love your face. I love it. And I'm like, thank you. Get upstairs safely, please. And I pulled out and got out of there as fast as I could because that was ridiculous.
And we love your face.
And I love your face.
Oh, God.
That was so crazy. Like, I really want to know what she was trying to tell me when she was mumbling incoherently. Because that was just so intense. Because she was like, totally, bro.
Yeah. Totally. Totes.
Like, I don't know. But yeah, this has been an interesting experience doing this whole rideshare thing. And hopefully I start making more money with it. That actually requires working more. So I gotta start on that. But because of this semester and certain things that have been going on in life, I have been kind of slacking and doing the bare minimum with it. So I'm definitely gonna be working more, and I will definitely have a lot more interesting stories for you guys about this whole rideshare adventure.
Oh, I was telling Blue about this, but shout out to Travis who keeps messaging us. We will get on that video. I already talked to her about doing the video where you put on my glasses and do my makeup.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he's waiting.
Oh, here, I'll put them on right now for a second.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
I cannot see, like... This is gonna go very badly, Travis. You are an evil mastermind.
It's gonna
is
be
it even
bad.
like could you even see them on my face in the camera, or is it just my
I can't see anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay, sit down and do it. Sit down.
Okay. I just realized it's like aimed right at my boobs.
Like all I can see is like, I don't know. Oh God. Welcome to my world.
My hands look tinier than normal. Okay, well, you're an evil mastermind for that, and we will definitely get that out for you.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But we'll have more crazy rideshare stories and more interesting videos for you guys later down the road. Oh yeah, and some cool cameos coming. Glitter Buns is gonna join us. That's what he's gonna be known as for the rest of eternity now.
He's gonna hate me.
I don't even know his actual name. He's just Glitter Buns now.
He's going. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Maybe we should just do Glitter Buns.
There you go.
He's gonna hate us. Oh, we should try to get.
He's the one that wanted to have his whole booty hanging out on the channel, though. Just letting you guys know, this was not us coming up with this plan. This was all his working. He said he wanted to be on the channel in a G-string. I said his butt cheeks better be covered, or I am going to be covering his butt cheeks in glitter and putting him on the channel. So
He's gonna be the glitter troll from Trolls. It's gonna happen.
all right. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. So we will see you guys next time.